Hello students. So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is matter in our surrounding. Okay, I have sent you the PDF. Just check out that PDF for this chapter number 1. So write down the aim of this chapter or this lesson, that is to learn about matters in our surrounding or what is matter. Keywords are matter, dissolve, panchatattva, particles, potassium permanganate. Write down keywords: matter, dissolve, panchatattva, particles and potassium permanganate. So the thing is that arise in your mind, what is matter? So as we look at our surrounding, we have a different kinds of living and non-living things. These all kinds of living and non-living things, they are there in their different shapes, different sizes, they have a different textures. So how these things are differentiate with each other, how these things differ with each other, yes, that all things we are going to learn in this chapter. So as our Indian philosophers, they classified matter in 5 basic elements. And these 5 basic elements, they mainly known as Panchatattva. This Panchatattva includes earth, water, fire, air and the space. According to Indian philosophers, everything which is living or non-living was made up of these 5 basic elements. Okay, so these 5 basic elements are nothing but Panchatattva. Okay. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about matter, physical nature of matter, characteristics of particles of matter, states of matter, matter changing its state, evaporation, multiple choice question and some interesting pictures we are going to learn in this whole chapter. Okay. So, the first thing is, what is matter? So, in your surrounding, you have a book with you, you have a pen with you, so that all things are matter. So what is matter? Anything that occupies a space, that possesses a mass and the presence of which can be felt by any one or more of our 5 senses is called matter. So might be you are having a pen with you to write down the notes. So look at that pen. That pen occupies some space. Yes, that pen has some mass. You can weight that pen, and the presence of pen you can feel by your skin. So that pen is matter. So anything that occupies a space, even your notebook, even your book, they have some space. They occupy some space. They have some certain amount of mass, and the presence of which can be felt by us, by our eyes, by our skin, by our tongue, anything, but by our 5 senses. That thing is known as matter. So the matter, that matter has made with the small particles. While writing on a blackboard, I use a chalk. So when I write down with the chalk on the blackboard, yes, we have seen there is some friction happen, and because of that friction, some small chalk particles have fell down when I writing on the board. So that whole chalk, you can observe that whole chalk is made with the tiny particles. Okay, so chalk is a matter. We can see that chalk. So we use our eyes, we can feel the presence of chalk. The chalk has a particular mass. Okay, they have some weight. So that chalk is matter. So that chalk is made with the small tiny particles. Okay, have you observed at the bottom of our blackboard, we can observe small amount of particles. So matter is made by the particles. Okay. So what are the properties of matter? Matter is anything which occupies mass and have a space. Each matter is collection of lots of tiny particles, and that particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, so these all are properties of matter, that matter occupy mass and space. They have made with the lots of tiny particles, and this matters or these particles by which matter is made, that particles are continuously moving. So here in your book we have one topic, that is physical nature of matter, and for that we are going to perform one activity. I'll show you activity in our practical period. Okay, before that just see what will happen, think on it. You can perform this activity at your home also. Okay, so here we have taken sugar, or you can take a salt. You have to add the sugar or salt in a beaker which is filled with the water. After adding, we have to stir it. So you have to check whether the salt and sugar is still there. So take some water in a beaker and note its level. Dissolve some salt or sugar in it with the help of glass rod. The salt dissolves in water, but the level of water does not change. This is because the particle of water get into space between the particles of sugar get into the space between the particles of water. This shows that matter is made up of particles. So before that, look out the physical nature of matter. The particles of matter are very tiny. The particles of matter have a space between them. Particles of water are continuously moving, and these particles of matter attract each other. Okay, we have a water solution. Into that, water is also a matter for us right now. So that water matter is made by the tiny particles. These tiny particles have the space, they occupy the space, they have their mass. Okay, when we added sugar into it, what will happen? This water particle, they have some space in between. One water particle, other water particle, they have some space between it. When we add a sugar, we observe that sugar is dissolved into the water. How it dissolved? Because they occupy the space which is there in between two water particles. So they dissolve into it. So the level of water does not change. Okay, this shows that matter is made up of particles. The second activity, that how small are these particles of matter? For that we have to perform one activity. Dissolve 2 to 3 crystals of potassium permanganate into 100 ml of beaker. Take 10 ml of it into a test tube. Then add it into again 100 ml of water. Again take 10 ml of it. Again add into another 100 ml of water. Again take 10 ml of it and again add into 100 ml. Look at the color. This color is something violet, and this will change into a faint pink color. So by performing this activity, what we have to conclude over here, this shows that a few crystals of potassium permanganate can color a large volume of water, because there are millions of tiny particles in each crystals. You can perform this activity with our Dettol solution. Take one spoon of Dettol and add into a mug of water or into a 100 ml of water. Then take a Dettol solution little bit and add into another vessel which contain a water. You can smell the smell of Dettol. Okay, even if you can transfer it 8 or 9 times, you can able to take the smell of that Dettol solution. So by this activity you can conclude that there are millions of tiny particles are there in the matter. So these particles are even too tiny. Okay, some particles we can't see with our naked eyes. Okay, but they have made with the tiny particles. So physical nature of matter, that is matter is made up of particles. matter is made up of particles. In other words, everything is made up of small particles. These particles which make up all the matter around us are called atoms or molecules. What we called it as atoms or molecules. The matter is made up of extremely small particles which cannot be seen even with a powerful microscope. What we actually see is an aggregate of tiny particle. Even a drop of water, it contains 10 raised to 21 molecules of water. 10 into 2, 21. Calculate and observe how many molecules are there in a one drop of water. So the particles are so small that we can't observe with our naked eyes, even with the powerful microscope too. Okay. So just summary of this lesson, that matter is anything which occupies space and has a mass. So classification of matter, how we can classify it according to Indian philosophers. This matter is classified in the form of 5 basic elements as air, earth, fire, sky and water. On the basis of the physical state of matter, matter can be divided into 2 categories. One is physical and other is chemical state of matter. Physically, there are 3 kinds of matters are there: solid, liquid and gases. Okay, we'll briefly discuss about it in our next session. And depending upon the chemical composition, matter is of 2 types, that is pure substances and the mixtures. Again, the pure substances are divided into 2 categories: elements or the compounds, and the mixtures are again 2 types: homogeneous, means contain same form of the substances, okay, and heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so look at here, matter depending on the physical and the chemical composition. Physical composition 3 type: solid, liquid, gases. And chemical composition there are 2 type, that is pure substances and the mixtures. Pure and impure substances are again divided into elements and compounds, and impure substances are mixtures. They are again divided into homogeneous and the heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to write down what is matter, write down physical nature of matter, and you have to write down observation of activity 1.1 and activity 1.2 in your notebook. You have to send me this homework on my personal number, okay, today itself. Okay, thank you so much for watching this session. Take care, stay at home. Thank you.